Hi everyone, it's Angie Tumlinson. You know, I've had a bit of a busy day today. I've done a few trainings today and some classes, and one theme that kept coming up over and over again is this idea of what an attitude is. It's kind of cold out here, but I wanted to get some fresh air, so I thought I'd come out and do a quick little video. But the idea of attitude, and it's interesting, somebody was saying to me, you know, Angie, I've been really working on my attitude and I'm trying to have a really good attitude. And I asked her, what does that mean to you? And she says, well, thinking positive. You know, I've been thinking really positive. And what I shared with her is that that's an idea that it tends to happen when somebody says, what is an idea? Another idea pops in our mind and we think we know what that means. And so I challenged her and said, I'd like to give you a different idea of what attitude is. You see, attitude really is about the alignment of yourself, about you being in integrity with yourself. And so we live on three planes at the same time. We live on the spiritual plane, the intellectual plane, and the physical plane. And manifestation or manifesting means to bring into plain sight, in plain view. It's obvious, it's overt. And so as I am working with her and getting her to understand this idea of what is obvious and what is overt, I said, would you say that your positive attitude is manifesting in the physical world? And she ended up saying, no, I'm not getting what I want, even though I'm being really positive. And so I explained to her that we have to have all three parts of ourselves. If you look around anywhere in your house or anywhere around you, you can see where somebody started on the spiritual realm, where they said, I would like to have, I like this idea, and they thought about it on the spiritual realm, brought it into the intellectual realm and figured out how to do it, and then brought it into physical form. So if we think about an attitude, a good attitude or a positive attitude is when you have all three of those things in alignment and it brings a manifestation. So I kind of got this idea when I was younger. I remember it seemed like my mother would always ask me to do the dishes on my TV night. Do you know what I'm talking about? It seemed like every time my favorite show was on a certain night and my mother would say, Angie, it's your turn to do the dishes. Oh, I would put it off and argue and fuss and fight, and finally it would be I would have to go in there and do it. So I would storm into the kitchen and I would throw the dishes around and get them in the dishwasher, and I would hear my mother say, watch your attitude. And so even though I was physically doing it and I was intellectually involved in it, emotionally I was not. So I was not in alignment with myself. So if you think about, if you let an idea come to you and you intellectually think that idea is really good, but then you have thoughts and fears and worries about what will that look like? What will my friends think? What happens if I lose my money? What happens if this isn't a good idea? And we start activating these feelings in us, and then we don't take action on it. Well, then we're not in alignment. So we're not able to manifest the thing that we want. And so we do not have an integrity with ourselves. So then we're missing the mark of what it is that we want. And so people don't know how to take the things that they're missing their mark with, and now be able to do something with that, where they look at the feedback. It would be considered a fail. If you wanted to do something and it didn't work out, it would be a fail. And so we would have to go back and investigate, what was the fail about? What kind of thoughts was I thinking? What kind of feelings was I having? And what kind of action did I take? But I can tell you this, there is even an easier way to activate inside of you what you would love. And you can go into the thought of what that would look like. This is what I would really, really love. And this is what how I would like to feel about it, and this is how I would like to act about that. And then you can start putting the picture over and over in your mind, but you're still going to have to, in the moment when the opportunity presents itself, you're going to have to say, I recognize that this idea is here, and I love this idea, and I want to get in harmony with it. I don't want to be afraid of it. I want to get in harmony with it. And then you want to be able to say, what kind of action could I take toward that to bring it into obvious plain sight? So we have our thoughts and our feelings and our actions, and that's what makes a good attitude, so that you can manifest with a good attitude what it is that you want. Simple idea, but I don't think we really know how to use it. So I'm going to be teaching how to do that more and more. So stay tuned, keep coming in here. And I'm glad that you got to stop by, and I hope this helps you to understand what a good attitude is. It's not a matter of being positive or negative. It's a matter of being integral with yourself, where all three parts of you are lining up and you're getting what you want. So we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Have a great day.